Everything is shifting. We are vibrational electric beings, and we live in a band of frequencies. And these frequencies dictate our everyday life experience. How's everyone doing? All the light warriors are here. It's good to see everyone. A lot of us are feeling the shift of frequencies right now. You like this shirt? Have the pink energy today. I'm glad you're all here. So we're all experiencing this shift of frequencies, and today I have a world famous video planned for all of you. We're going to break down a lot of what we're all experiencing, why we're experiencing it, a little bit of the history of what we've been experiencing for several decades now, and we're all going to improve our physical and mental health from this world famous video. Somebody has to teach it, right? I'm glad you're all here. It's approved. I appreciate that. So we're going through a great shift, and we're all experiencing this shift. And we're all clearly experiencing it since almost the start of last year. We're going through it almost a full year now. And our everyday life experiences, it's kind of helping us understand that we do live in a universe that is based off of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I hope that tonight's message is going to be extremely helpful for all of you and the future of our children and the future of our people. So sit back, relax, and let's check it out in the fifth dimension. Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. We all live in a band of frequencies, and we live in a universe where attention is the currency of the universe. So right now it's hard where we're going to place our attention. There's so much going on, and it's hard to focus, and it could be hard focusing where everyone else is focusing. So it's actually maybe a good time to focus elsewhere. Learn something in the meantime, because none of us by ourselves are in control of the outcome. So sometimes when we're watching the false frequencies, we tend to exhaust the energy that operates the body. And as we are exhausting the energy that operates the body, our physical and mental health are declining. And over the course of the past year, many of our brothers and sisters and indigo children have been suffering with their physical and mental health. So it's a good time to refocus where you're placing your attention. So find something or a new routine where you can focus your attention elsewhere. Like on my journey, I developed a routine where I go hiking to all these beautiful destinations. And a lot of you that have been on the journey with me, you've been visiting all these beautiful destinations as well. So that's where I'm focusing my attention, along with the very small handful of everyday life, close and wonderful friends that I have. And we go hiking, and during the process, I built a new routine, and I have now created a world famous channel. We are world famous, and right now we are on every continent. We're on every continent right now, right? It's not about being popular, but we are strategically spread out across the world. And right now, every continent is hearing this message. That's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. We're everywhere. So focus your attention, develop a new routine so that you can build your life and help create the 5D Earth. And, even find some little, things that aren't so important. Like even on my journey for the last few months, I kind of took a step back and I took some time to focus my attention on football, American football, for those that are not in the United States, right? And I enjoy that with my friends. So it's not something that's so serious, but sometimes we need to take a little bit of break. We can't be serious all day long. I'm not serious all day long, right? Some of you have picked up on that, right? Some people are so serious all the time, right? So we need to focus our attention in this band of frequencies. There's frequencies everywhere. And tonight, once again, I'm going to share the difference between the 432 Hertz frequency and the 440 Hertz frequency. Some people that are getting this transmission are already familiar with the core creative frequency, which is 432 Hertz, the frequency of the universe. And some of us are familiar with the inorganic frequency that is disconnected from nature, known as 440 Hertz. 440 Hertz has been utilized in mainstream music. But 432 Hertz, a lot of us know the beautiful 432 Hertz, but several decades ago, 432 Hertz was taken away. And it has disconnected our people and put them into static so that they cannot heal themselves from music, while music has been doing the opposite to our people. So we want to really focus on the power of 432 Hertz. 432 Hertz is the frequency that is mathematically consistent with the entire universe. So 432 Hertz also resonates with the baseline of the Schumann Resonance. We heard about the Schumann Resonance somewhere, right? Light Warriors. So we're living in this world where we are all living within the Schumann resonances that affect us. We want to be reconnected with the 432 Hertz frequency. It's known as the electromagnetic heartbeat of the Earth. So we want to reconnect to this frequency, and we're retuned to nature, the natural frequencies where we're supposed to be. Now, research says that music that is tuned to 432 Hertz is known to be brighter, clearer, and more dynamic and easier to listen to. Maybe all of our music should be tuned to 432 Hertz. However, music over the last several decades has been retuned to 440 Hertz. 440 Hertz is a frequency that is furthest away from any of the core creative frequencies. It shows us that it has been precisely manipulated. Furthest away from any of nature's tones is 440 Hertz. So now that we are becoming conscious of this, we ask the question, why would music be tuned to 440 Hertz? This shuts down the connection to the right side of the brain, which operates the heart-mind connection. We live in a band of frequencies, and 440 hertz disconnects the heart to mind connection. And many of these songs are not serving the greatest purpose for our people. People are living in complete static, disconnected. You've all heard static before. It's kind of irritating. But we haven't been conscious of these frequencies. Any song that's tuned to 440 hertz, every time the F sharp note is hit, it resonates at 741 hertz. When 741 hertz mixes with 528 hertz, which resonates in human DNA, physical and mental health decline. We're here to be conscious of the power of frequencies, how we can heal our body, how we can improve our physical and mental health with 432 hertz, and why we should avoid at all costs, why we should protect our children from 440 hertz. Because we're building up these subconscious programs, these frequencies, especially at a young age. And they should not be affecting people. So when we're conscious that frequencies govern the universe, that we live in a band of frequencies, and that they are going to dictate our everyday life experience, we're going to take this ancient knowledge. We're going to take the secrets of vibration and frequency and give them back to the people. That's what I'm here to do. The ancient music, this secret knowledge that has been hidden from the mass population, many of you light warriors are aware of this. We need to be conscious of these frequencies. And what we're seeing right now is the split of many frequencies and the inorganic frequencies that do not resonate with nature, the core creative frequencies. They are falling apart. And we're all becoming more in tune with the core creative frequencies of the universe. On our journey, we're noticing that time is speeding up. Have you all experienced time speeding up? Raise your hand if you're experiencing time speeding up. How many people are experiencing time speeding up? I got you again, Light Warrior. I can't see your hand. But many of us are experiencing time speeding up. And especially in this past year, since the event started, because there's so much more information and we're expanding consciousness and we're seeing the constant rise in spikes in the Schumann Resonance. We talked about how linear time is fake time. It's actually about vibrational frequency. And sometimes we see these glitches. And on our journey, you might have, a set aside hour that might feel like it takes forever, and that same hour that could go by in 5 minutes. Look how fast this year has gone by. We've almost gone through this event together for almost a year. Time has whizzed right by us, and we're starting to see that time is fake. You don't have age, you have frequency. Many of the ancient texts that talked about people living for several hundreds of years are not ancient myths. They're our future now, because we're removing these frequencies that hurt the physical and mental health of our people. And we're here to return the ancient knowledge, the secret knowledge to our people. So let's be conscious of the healing power of 432 Hertz, the frequency of the universe that resonates with the baseline of the Schumann Resonance. Let's be conscious of this power. Let's remove false, inorganic frequencies, and let's restore the quality of our everyday lives. And so it is. Gotta hydrate. How was that one, Light Warriors? Just checking the chat. Amanda, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very important information to share. Yes, it is. And I'm grateful for you sharing it. And it's my honor to present this. Sharon, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Angela, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If I missed anyone, I appreciate you. Frequencies. We're seeing divides. And we're seeing like the disharmonious static. Think about like when you're in a car and you're driving far away from where you are and you're picking up two radio stations at the same time. It's not easy to listen to. So sometimes we need to turn it all off and just sit by ourselves and look outside the window. I hope that's helpful. So when we have static mixed with different frequencies, it throws us off. It makes us feel uneasy. So we should be conscious of this. And maybe during this time period, refocus your attention. Find something that you want to focus your attention on. And if you have nowhere to focus your attention, focus here. And we'll get you through the event. But we're seeing it right now. And we're seeing the static. We're seeing the in and out of these different radio signals, right? So it's kind of very disturbing. And it's not easy to listen to, right? It irritates you. I hope everyone knows that example. If you drove in a car and you're picking up these different stations with the static, it's all over the place. And that's what we're in right now. There's all these frequencies, right? But it's important to reconnect yourself to nature, especially during this time period. And, you know, a lot of us, you're serving and, you know, but we're at the time where it's just time to just sit back and watch it all play out. I'm living my life like we're already on the 5D earth, and so should you, because we're just headed there. And it's just going to play out. But that's why our attention is the currency of the universe. And if we keep giving our attention to people, things, and situations that don't serve our greatest purpose, it is going to drain the energy from our human energy field. And then our physical and mental health decline. And I know many of you have been dealing with a decline in physical health over the course of the past year. So we're here to learn the ancient knowledge and restore how we're supposed to live. Many people have lived their lives in static, and they have never experienced the core creative frequency or authentic reality. Some people have never even experienced it. That's why we go through this shift. And that's why the frequencies change. And free will is the law of the universe. So you're going to find your way. We talked about the river when I was outside one of those beautiful locations. And we said we all get on the river. We all go down the stream. We're going to get to where we need to go. In the end, we're all going to wind up at the same place. So don't burn yourself out, and be conscious that you need to refocus your attention. It might not be the thing that we want to do or the greatest thing, but you might develop new routines. You know, like when I started this and I started going around to all these new locations in nature and the surroundings, right? People, things, and situations raise your vibration. So I put myself in these locations, and they're very beautiful, and we can make a world famous video at these locations. But doing the hike, getting the workout in, right? We had to find new ways to get our exercise in, climb a mountain in the snow. Remember that one? So, you know, start new routines that are best going to serve your greatest purpose, where life is headed. We're headed to the 5D earth. And, you know, like some people and even myself, we're all going through this. We all feel like we don't know what to expect, so it gives us anxiety. This is something that's totally new. We're in uncharted waters. So, of course, anxiety is going to be high. So, especially if you've never experienced something before. I have Yoda quotes now. I appreciate that, Eve. Yoda, right? Yeah, so we're in uncharted waters, and you know, we don't want to like burn ourselves out. So we need to re-navigate, right? Be like the water, find the path of least resistance. So what I've found is, you know, taking the time to get out in nature, you know, and I built a global community, and you could place in the chat where you're all from, and we'll see we're on every different continent. Some of you might be sleeping right now, but you'll see the live stream when you guys get up. But you know, I created something that's on every single continent, and I'm very proud of that, and I'm very grateful for all of you. And that's the mission. It's not about being the most popular, but we are strategically spread out across the grid, across the world, and we're everywhere now. So, you know, it's such a great experience seeing this, you know, when you start awakening and you're remembering who you are, and you read about these prophecies, the ancient texts, the ancient knowledge, and then all of a sudden they start playing out. And then you look around one day and you realize who you are. I actually just spoke to a light warrior about this morning. And I feel like for most of us, it happens over a journey. It's not really one moment. Every once in a while, we have an epiphany, right? But we start to realize it, and slowly but surely, we're there. And we're seeing it now, and we're seeing it in the concept of the different frequencies. And it's important to know this. Because everything has a frequency. The food, the water has a frequency. Your surroundings have a frequency. What you watch, what you listen to has a frequency. That's why 440 Hertz is not good for our people. And we should raise awareness, right? We're going to raise awareness about 432 Hertz instead. And if you're new to the channel, I've done many videos talking about different frequencies and how they affect our body. And we want to be conscious of this. And that's the easiest way that I can share this, that it could be in everyday life. Pretty catchy, right? An everyday life example is when you have the radio on and it's just all static and it's like, and it bothers you. Now that's something that's really, very apparent when you hear that static on the radio, annoys you. But what if it's something that's just underneath and you're not conscious of it? And day after day and year after year, our people are listening to this frequency and it doesn't serve their greatest purpose. So now we're raising awareness to the 432 Hertz frequency. I'm thankful for you too. And I appreciate all your attention. It's the currency of the universe. Wherever you place attention, that's where your energy goes. Your energy goes where the attention goes. So you want to be conscious of that. And the best way of dealing with the darkness is to ignore it. Yeah. Just ignore it. There will be many negative frequencies. And sometimes we talked about that a long time ago. I know sometimes you can't ignore it. Sometimes you need to be the light warrior. But the best way is to ignore it. And when you ignore it, everyone likes that. It's don't give it your attention. That's your life force energy. So and again, that's why I'm grateful for all of you when you're present and when you're sharing. And if this message resonates with you, why don't you smash that like button, right? Break your phone. Don't break your phone. I'm just kidding. But it's all been very interesting. It's been a good experience. And, I appreciate all of you. And it's been quite the journey. Corinne, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's been very interesting. And, I said this, I know some of you have heard this many times, but, I had my firsthand experience with frequencies. And years ago when I was very tired all the time, wasn't really maybe getting the right sleep. Sometimes our internal systems are off and recalibrating for creative frequencies. And I see in the chat, many of you sleep with these frequencies on. And that was a big part of my journey. And that's why I decided to start with talking about the 528 Hertz frequency for my first video, because I felt it was something that every person could understand and apply to their everyday life. Erin, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I love you too so much, and it's my honor to help everyone. It's just it becomes a calling, because it's in the nature of the empaths, right? When you start to see, how beautiful your life gets, and then you start sharing with others, and it becomes a positive feedback loop. It's natural. And that's where we're going to in the fifth dimension. And we're all creating positive feedback loops. So I see a lot of people listen to 432 Hertz and 528 Hertz. And those are my two go-to frequencies, especially when I sleep at night. So, I alternate which one I'm listening to at night. Bev, thank you very much. Victory of the light, Bev. It is victory of the light. We'll do a water for that. So it's and if you came across this and you've never utilized any solfeggio frequencies, And I've created a few myself, half-hour ones. I just filmed the ocean. It is the most organic one that you'll see. I know some people have these fancy computerized things, but I have a few on the channel page, and have the ocean waves in there for you. But sometimes when we listen to these things, it helps us recalibrate ourselves. And yes, I did the 417 Hertz for positive change. These frequencies are going to help you. And again, we don't see a lot of these things, right? So we don't see certain lights, and we say, oh, it's a sound. So what is it going to do for us? So a lot of times we think that, oh, I have to take something to get better, or I have to go see someone. But when we're thinking about that you could do it with food, water, and sound and light, right? The sunlight is good for us. Our whole world in reality changes. Tammy, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And it just, I told a person recently, the best education I gave myself was being self-taught. And that's what I'm doing. I'm leaving a legacy for the next wave. And people left things for me in the past, like Tesla, pretty famous. And some of you are becoming more familiar with Dr. Bruce Lipton, and his work was very important to me for my growth and my journey. And we leave this for others, and it keeps creating the positive feedback loop. And remember, free will. So you got to find yourself. We also want to, as we also create a positive feedback loop, we also keep in mind, just like how I talked about the 440 Hertz, we remove negative frequencies from our everyday life. So there's a time for this and a time for that. I am the most authentic, right? So we also want to remember, we want to remove negative frequencies from our everyday life as well. And everything will start to naturally find its way out. So you're creating a positive feedback loop of frequencies. And now that you're boom, 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 you block. I'm like, boom, boom. Got the shield too. You need the shield sometimes, right? You got to watch out. We got to watch out for negative frequencies of people, things, and situations. So remember to also remove negative frequencies from your life as well. And both are going to be positive. So we're constantly doing this. Sometimes we think we have to make drastic changes. Sometimes if you're just starting off, there's different levels to your journey. Maybe it's new to you. Just make one change a day. We don't have to do 75 changes a day. Then it becomes overwhelming. Pick one thing that you want to change. Remove one bad habit. Remove one bad thing. Get one positive friend. One thing at a time. +1, -1. Keep getting the positivity. And am I still glitching? Am I good now? Here's my electromagnetic force. Am I good? Okay. Remove negative, add a positive every single day, and your core vibrational frequency will continue to rise. And a lot of us have been doing this, and a lot of us might turn around and say, we've done so much, but life kind of still isn't so great. But you also have to remember, we're living in a band of frequencies, and the whole world is going through the shift right now. And a lot of us, including yours truly, is an empath. So we're going to still pick up the frequencies right now, but that's why we all want the event sooner than later, right? It's kind of like rip the Band-Aid off, get the Band-Aid off, get it over with already. And then, it'll pass. But we deal with this all the time. Yeah, I mean, electromagnetic forces, Electrical currents and magnetic fields are part of our world. And it's you know, a lot of this hidden stuff, a lot of things were hidden in plain sight. And you know, we talk about subconscious programs a lot, and subconscious programs dictate our reality, and we're getting these subconscious programs mostly from birth till the age of 7. Okay, and that's an important fact, an expansion of consciousness that I went through on my journey, and we're going to share it with other people, and so that we're aware of it, so we could protect our children, and we could go back for our lives and see these things, and then past that. That's done by nature. So because of nature, we're downloading these subconscious programs so we could go through the world, right? And then it's also done by repetition. So when things are repeated and repeated and repeated, it becomes part of your neuroplasticity. That's why sometimes I could do things and I could say certain catchphrases, right? And it's part of my subconscious program because I repeated and practiced and repeated. So, you know, be aware of that. That was a synchronicity, right? I see people saying I glitched when I talked about static. Anything's possible. That's why I go outside a lot. Be in nature. But then I can't be with all of you, right? So you know, it's been a interesting experience, and you know, always practice what you preach. So, you know, utilize the frequencies, you know, and again, there are, you know, we always listen to songs. I still do it too. We could be, this is everyday life, you know, but also then take the time, because not every song in the world is at 432 right now, but also take the time to listen even to some classical music, but listen to things with 432. And when you put it on, when you go to bed, you know, that's running all night, and that's going to help recalibrate you. But sometimes we need to think about the words that are put in the songs as well. Think about all the stuff that's happened over the last few decades and how music has changed. It's changed to 440 hertz, right? And then think about the words that hurt our children, hurt women sometimes. So, you know, like there was a song a couple years ago, and they kept repeating because it becomes like a, you know, embedded in your mind. It's kind of catchy too, and it was a song, and they kept repeating Percocet. So they're teaching children that, you know, to take these things, and it's not good. So we want to be conscious of this. We want to be conscious of the words, and they do get very catchy sometimes, but now we want to be conscious of it. And you know, but we're definitely seeing a great shift, especially in the music. You know, I have a friend, Teddy. If you're watching, I miss you, brother. You know, we have new artists coming up, and you know, I told him, I said, you know, these are the people that are going to inherit the new earth, and the new artists are going to rise, and the false idols are going to fall, right? And yeah, a lot of us remember them. So it's important to be conscious of this. Ken, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Ken, so much. You know, we want to be conscious of these frequencies. Words are vibrations. Yes, the power of I am, Bev. That's why we got to be focused on what we say after I am. Yes, words are spells. That's why in school they teach you how to spell, because we cast spells with words, because we speak them and it resonates into the quantum field. So you're going to leave an electromagnetic signature that is going to be out in the quantum field, which will then become your everyday life experience. So that's how you could take something that's spiritual, like you hear spells, right? And you could teach it with science. And that's what I'm here to do. And some of you are aware of that anyway. But when you speak words, you're leaving an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, and we want to be conscious of it. So we always want to keep positive words after I am, because you're going to speak them into existence. That was one of my first ever videos, the power of I am. So it is very important to remember this and be conscious that you are creating your reality, but it's just a way that it's hijacked to trick you to give away your power. A lot of it is tricking people into giving away your power. Candace, I appreciate you, Candace. Candace, you're healing me right now. That's what I'm here to do. And we all have different abilities, and mine is just expanding consciousness and teaching and doing it in everyday life terms. And that's why I feel like a lot of people resonate with our message and our channel, because it's our channel. We don't do anything alone, right? We want to be authentic, and we want to have it set up for common everyday people, because a lot of times, I don't know if anyone's picking up this airplane or something flying over. Something's going on out there. But we want to utilize this information and knowledge under everyday life terms. So, it makes it more understandable, and, it's not so, that, oh, it's not for me. It's for all people. And we can improve our experience. Authenticity seeker. Tesla denied the quantum field. He said there is only the ether. Yes, I feel that sometimes certain words could almost be used as synonyms. So if you say quantum field or ether, I understand what you mean. So it's just a different way of looking at it. So we are all in the ether right now. So not like the static we were talking about before, but there's all like energy right here. And that's why Tesla came up with the amplifying antenna. And we could have towers in every city and pull energy out of the air, take it from the ionosphere. I wonder why those towers were shut down years ago. Do any of you have any ideas, Light Warriors? Why couldn't our people have free energy for, like, I don't know, 100 years? Why couldn't we have free energy? I need to ask the question, right? We got to ask the question. Biofields. All right. Yeah, a lot of hell. Sometimes I hear them out at certain places where I'm filming outside. Since I'm outside a lot, you always got to look up and pay attention to certain things, and look at interesting looking clouds, right? I thought I saw it go on. Bev, exactly. No money in it. It's all about the money. So yeah, and if you're not familiar with the work of Tesla, look up all that he invented. We wouldn't have Wi-Fi today if it wasn't for Tesla, and we're all shifting right now. So hopefully these frequencies will be administered to the people, and we're learning more about our DNA. 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. So we could heal our body with light and sound, and that represents the frequencies. So I hope that I'm sorry if it's glitching. All right, that's why sometimes I can't do it live, because I want to provide a quality world famous video for you. But we're actually in overtime right now, so it's all extra stuff anyway. But hopefully it didn't glitch in the first 20 minutes, right? So I hope that this message helps us have understanding of the time period, understanding of the universe, understanding of splitting of frequencies, why we're experiencing it. Think about the static on a radio. Let's be conscious of the frequencies that heal us. And if you're new to the channel, if you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because if we all share with one other person, we could rapidly grow our 5D community. We are on every continent, right? We're everywhere. We're already here, and we are everywhere. We're the Light Warriors, here to bring on the 5D Earth. Someone might be listening saying, what's the 5D Earth? If you find the message cool, just follow along. Some of the things that I used to listen to when I was younger on my journey, I didn't really get it right away. It took a little bit of time, and then I understood it a little bit later. So, take the time to find what resonates with you. And it's okay if you don't understand it right away, because even on my journey, there were things that I didn't understand right away, but after a period of time, I understood it later. So just keep going with what resonates with you, and focus on yourself. Focus on growing what you're going to do and who you're going to be on the 5D Earth. And don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why, Light Warriors? Of course you know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of 432 Hertz and other lower vibrational frequencies. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. All right, Light Warriors. I appreciate all of you. It was good seeing you all. Please take the time to share this message on all platforms, in all of your groups, with all of your friends and family that resonate. And slowly and authentically, we will continue to grow. Angela, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do it. So listen to some solfeggio frequencies and disconnect from inorganic frequencies that don't serve your greatest purpose. And let's all improve the quality of our everyday lives. I hope this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste. All right, Light Warriors. I'll see you soon. Actually have a special one already filmed, but we'll see what we do tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back again live with all of you. Might as make the most of this right now, right? See you, Light Warriors.